Hello, North Point Woods. This is Michelle, and I thought I'd talk to you about the evolution of the Easter Bunny. The long beloved Easter Bunny may not be mentioned anywhere in the Bible, but it is the most prominent secular symbol of the most important Christian holiday ever observed. That holiday, of course, is Easter, which celebrates the resurrection of Christ. One might ask how an animal as common as the rabbit became a symbol for such a miraculous event in religious history. Today's discussion will explore this topic and attempt to answer that question. Really, an egg-laying hare? That's right, the long-eared, short-tailed mythical mammal that delivers treats ranging from colored eggs to chocolate candies. Each Easter originated in pagan festivals centuries ago as a hare that laid eggs, widely perceived as male despite the contradiction in reproductive processes. He first appeared in Germany, before Christianity had spread throughout Europe. German children made nests in which the hare could lay its colored eggs. It was a tradition that continued once Germans began to immigrate to America in the 1700s. Today, that hare has evolved into the Easter Bunny, a cute, nose-twitching rabbit that brings these treats in colorful baskets and hides them for well-behaved children to seek and find. The Easter Bunny mascot is also seen all over at events such as an Easter parade, an Easter egg hunt for children. Kids from coast to coast line up in parks and shopping malls to have their pictures taken with the lovable furry character. The hare, known as Osterhaus, it all started sometime during the 17th century. That's when the hare, or Osterhaus, was first mentioned in German writings. It is not entirely clear why or how this animal became symbolic of the Easter holiday, but its role seems to be rooted in prolific nature of the rabbit's reproductive cycle, known to be remarkably adept at procreation. This animal has been recognized since ancient times as the symbol of fertility and new life. Some believe that since Easter occurs in spring, which is a season marked by rebirth and new life, the bunny was obviously the choice to symbolize this Christian holiday. During the spring season, plants bud with new life and many animals mate. To celebrate this rebirth, pagan cultures held spring festivals. One prominent festival was held each spring to honor Easter, the goddess of dawn, spring, and fertility. Two symbols closely linked to Easter were the hare and the egg because they were both symbols of fertility. Coincidentally, the Easter festival was held around the same time of the year as the Christian celebration of the resurrection. As Christianity spread throughout Europe, some pagan rituals made their way into religious observances, including Easter. That's how the Easter Bunny came to be. How is that? Well, here's some Easter Bunny trivia. There are many tales and myths about the origin of the Easter Bunny and its relationship to the goddess Easter. One involves a story about Easter entertaining a group of children by transforming her pet bird into a rabbit, thereby bestowing on the rabbit the ability to lay colored eggs. Rabbits and hares are actually different species, but the terms are often used interchangeably. The two animals are conflated because they are similar in appearance and are both associated with fertility. Some religious scholars believe that secular symbol was originally associated with the Virgin Mary rather than the pagan goddess Easter. This belief is rooted in the early medieval idea that the rabbit's fertility demonstrated the ability to reproduce without mating. The idea of both Mary and the rabbit being capable of virgin births resulted in depictions of the Virgin Mary with rabbit images and symbols in historical manuscripts and works of art. In Australia, the Easter mascot is a bilby rather than a bunny, also called a rabbit bandicoot. The bilby is a marsupial with long ears that resembles a rabbit's. Since Australia is in the southern hemisphere, spring comes during the traditional fall months, so there they usher in fall with Easter bilby. Australians even manufacture chocolate Easter bilbies. Now, isn't that a tongue twister? There is a sensory-friendly Easter bunny, especially for kids with autism, called Caring Bunny. He greets children with autism and special needs at an awareness event in malls across the U.S., in which lights are dimmed and noise is reduced, provide a more soothing environment for these children who struggle with sensory stimulation. Celebrities love to wear Easter Bunny costumes. Singers, actors, and famous athletes, including Madonna, David Beckham, Mariah Carey, Snoop Dogg, Miley Cyrus, Kanye West, have all shared photos of themselves in some version of an Easter Bunny getup. Former U.S. Press Secretary Sean Spicer played the role of Easter Bunny at the White House annual Easter egg roll during George W. Bush administration, years before he became a member of President Donald Trump's staff. In March of 2016, Spicer shared a photo of himself from that day with the comment, "The good old days, what I would give to hide in a bunny costume again." True or false? Easter Bunny edition. True or false? The White House annual Easter egg roll held on the South Lawn officially began during the Rutherford B. Hayes administration, 2 years after a bill was passed to ban the activity on West grounds. Well, what do you think the answer is? True or false? I'll give you 5 seconds to think. The answer is true. The event was saved by President Hayes, who instructed guards to allow children in. The venue was switched to the South Lawn starting in 1878. True or false? The Australian Easter bilby is the only known deviation from the Easter Bunny as secular symbol for Easter. I'll give you 5 seconds to think on that. False. In France, children believe there are flying church bells that travel to the Vatican and bring back chocolate treats for Easter. In Sweden, children dress up as wizards and witches instead of bunnies. And in Switzerland, the Easter cuckoo bird is a symbol of the spring holiday. That is some very interesting facts. I did not know any of those. True or false? The chocolate bunny is an American creation. 5 seconds to think on it. The answer is false. It started with the Germans when they started making Osterhaus pastries in the 1800s. Today, more than 90 million chocolate bunnies are manufactured for the Easter holiday each year. Here are some lovely pictures of Easter. Can you see them? And I hope you all have a happy Easter. Bye.